Ugh, I feel like I haven't had to wear this in ages. No. Ugh, I feel like I haven't had to wear this in ages. Maybe for a matter of skipping class, but... Ugh. Royal Code feels like the maybe only one class that necessitates in-person attendance. It's also the one I already excel in. I'm going to assume she's already there. Guess we'll find out real quick, huh? No mail? Okay. Yeah, let's hurry. Ouch. Okay, alright. I can get there... Ow. On time. I just have to take a somewhat shortcut. Once I get up there... Just take the straight shot here. Enter from the back pathway.
Book and Quill, or two specifically.
Your Highness.
Celica.
Could you write down the last two?
Oh, yes, I
It
can.
does make me remember.
I believe I
Did you
remember
say something
this
regarding homework. Also, who is weeping? Hmm. So unrelated. Do you hear weeping? Oh boy.
Okay. Good morning, all.
Morning.
I hope you've enjoyed your break from class. And I hope you're all ready for today. Alright. Today we're having a joint culinary and royal code class because we'll be going over banquets, or more specifically, organizing them. Now, this is, of course, in light of an upcoming event, the Thorned Trials, though you'll learn about those a lot more soon. When it comes to preparing for banquets, you need to be extremely aware of the dietary needs of those that you've invited. In the year 1917, there was a land dispute happening in the south of the Crystal Sea. To keep it short, two lords were unsure to whom a certain piece of land with a lot of very beneficial mines belonged. To discuss this, one prepared a banquet to invite the other two. Around this time, it was becoming very common for certain sea monsters to no longer be able to ingest meat. So you can imagine how poorly things went when most of the meals provided were fish.
If I hold the book, it looks like I'm writing.
Keep it short. The dispute continued for another 10 years rather than being resolved that night, as, well, the discussions ended almost as abruptly as they started. So, this is exactly what we're going to be learning to avoid today. When inviting people, it's important to be aware of any needs or preferences they may have to ensure that they feel welcome in your court. And of course, this goes beyond any banquets. This goes for any parties. When you invite somebody anywhere, it's important to show that, well, they truly belong in the place that you've called them over to. So, to today we're going to be playing a bit of a game. Each of you will receive a guest list of people arriving to visit your court. And you will be tasked with selecting ingredients to cook with, and then creating a spread for a banquet that they will be joining you for. Dietary restrictions that you should pay special attention to are things like, if somebody, for example, is on a dairy-free diet, if somebody, of course, the typical restrictions that exist between origins, if somebody perhaps has diabetes, or celiac, or even certain allergies. It's important, especially with cases such as celiac or allergies, to prepare the food separately from other foods to avoid cross-contamination. Are there any questions regarding that? No? Very well. If that's the case, let's see. We have 2 courts here today with only 2 people. So, the order in which you will be selecting your ingredients and your guest lists will be from the court with the fewest people to the court with the most, since we have 2 courts with the same amount. Cerulean and Bloodwind. Which of you would prefer to be selecting your ingredients first, and which of you would prefer to select your guest list first?
You could select
Prince Ezra,
the
do you have a preference?
guest list first.
Very well.
Very well.
If you'd like to step up.
Yes, representatives, please. Here are the 4 guest lists that are available.
Bear with me.
No rush. Thank you.
Yes, please choose one that you think might benefit your skill sets.
Let's see. Now, I am noticing... Interesting. There's only one diabetic, or one dietary restriction here.
Also, while he is choosing this, those who did attend the previous culinary class, do not worry, the group you chose will still stand for something else.
Interesting.
But we had to make some adjustments given the change in plans.
So not 4. That puts me in odds with the fell folk,
So I
unfortunately.
am seeing some latecomers.
Because, how do you...
Few, but
no.
one of you from each court can fill in whoever was late.
But wait, this is nothing. Fish might be iffy. Or the beetroots. So 3 is pretty appetizing. This... How interesting. 3 isn't the worst.
That will be points from
No,
your
2
court
isn't the
for
worst.
tardiness. Oh, okay. That will be points from your court
Chocolate's
for
easy.
tardiness. Please
Tea
come to
feels
class
easy.
on
Celiac
time.
isn't an issue because no one else here is eating... It's bread, right?
Even if we do not take it as a major?
It's a matter of respect.
Two seems ideal. This one seems ideal.
All right.
You know, I believe these
please
are yours.
keep
I will
it.
take the others.
Oh, sure.
Just give me the extras and keep yours.
All right.
There we go.
If that's the case, well, if the representative for Cerulean could come up.
Right, because chocolate's easy to provide. I mean, that's in the form of baked goods,
Yeah, are your
which
choices?
might throw an issue
Oh,
into
goodness.
celiac, but also vampires So far at the events at the academy, even just have the precedent of blood, but normally at our own events, we're just going to have blood for ourselves. I mean, it's not an issue.
I've
Seems
noticed
easy
that
enough to
Syndroloon
blood.
and Solmera now has the same amount of people. Who of you would like to take priority in guest list choice, and who of you would like to take priority in ingredient choice?
The only worry I would have is salmon pissing off the sea monsters, but
We can take priority for ingredient choice.
All
Thoughts,
right,
Syndroloon?
then the Syndroloon representative may come forward and get ready to choose their guest list.
Guess I'm the representative. Okay.
I'll pick guest list 3. There you go.
All right,
Thank you.
here are your choices.
Thank
I
you.
know, lots of them.
wait, I'm confused. I don't even
1
know
and
what
4. What possibilities may lie ahead?
You
the
should
hell
pick
were we
5.
doing.
That's
Where
not
the
an
hell did
option.
you come from?
Was your
Go 4.
All right, then I will come to the. Here is your guest list.
Thank you.
All right, if everyone could get up and please follow us.
Back of the classroom we go. And then I would like you all to line up in order of picking ingredients, as
Yes,
previously.
the representatives, please.
Yes, we do not need everyone. Let's have 2 representatives from each court, as you will be choosing 2 bags.
Yes. Though they will be chosen first one bag, and then after everyone's chosen one.
Yes,
then
but
bag.
I do still need 2 representatives.
Yes.
You look tired.
Which I believe should be.
You are welcome. We are going to give you, give the representatives that are choosing the bags,
Us, right? I mean,
I'd
are we?
say a minute to look over what's in them before the choices are made, just so everyone's aware of what is available.
Well, it will be 30 seconds to look them over, then 30 seconds to decide.
Yeah. Well, yes.
But yes, a minute.
Everyone can look. Everyone
Yes,
can look
you can.
right
You
now.
can take the 30 seconds to look right now.
Even non-representatives. Everyone's welcome to take a look at the bags.
look, do not take.
Look, but
Nobody
do not
take anything.
do not take anything
Interesting.
out of them. I have
Interesting.
everything perfectly memorized. You think they bought it?
Hope so.
That one is nothing. Hello. Ugh. Okay, so this is tea. Vegetables.
Of course, the tables are going to be in the same order as the seats.
Minimal amount of blood.
All right, that is enough looking. Everyone back up from the bags.
And if the representatives could stay in the front.
Okay.
All right. So,
Okay.
to begin,
I need one more
If-
Felfolk, please. Very well.
very well. All right. If a Bloodwind representative could step forward, let me just set a timer for you.
I believe
Uh,
it was Sea Monster first.
Was it? No, it was changed because sea monsters now have more people. Oh no,
Oh,
no, never
I
mind.
No, they have
No,
the same.
wait, no, they don't.
I
My
can
bad.
count.
Sorry. Apologies. Seeing people. That is why tardiness is a little distracting.
Okay.
All right.
So
Then sea monsters.
First representative step forward. You will have 30 seconds to choose your first bag.
And go.
Can I just like, break it and pick it up?
Yes. Grab
Yes.
it.
Very well. Now,
Very
Court
well.
Bloodwin. Step forward. 30 seconds starts now.
Once we pick our bag, are we allowed to like look inside of our bag and?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank
It is your bag
you.
now. All right.
I believe that was one of the good ones.
Next would be the Felfolk. Your 30 seconds starts now. Very well. Demons. 30
Some also got
seconds
their
starting now.
heart set already.
Really, no thoughts at all.
I think they did the thinking earlier.
No hesitation whatsoever. This could
I
be a
think they just
mistake,
think
could not
fast.
be. And I know
Right.
exactly what they chose, so
That
like I
one's not
said, I
true.
memorized everything.
All right.
All right, I will give you 10 more seconds just to think about
Wait,
what you will be
hold on.
choosing.
Hold on, I have realized something.
What?
Wasn't Court Syndroloon supposed to pick third?
What are we doing?
No, they
No?
chose their guest list before.
Oh, apologies. Ah,
Yes.
goodness. Yes. Apologies.
Don't worry.
All right.
Need the tea
Yes,
bag.
back to the top of the list then. Cass clearly has it better memorized than I.
It's all right.
So just don't look at it.
Like Professor said, tardiness does cause a bit of confusion and
If Silas grabs it, I'm
throws
grabbing
everything
him by
into
the
disarray. Now, the other representative will be choosing the next bag. This is why I had two.
What's poor Pax doing
All
back
right.
there?
Sea Monster, would you like to step forward?
Also, what's she doing with the blindfold still on? Am I just
Your
doing
30 seconds will be starting now.
She's not looking at the tea. She's not looking at the tea. Well, she's not looking at a whole lot of anything, actually.
All
Perfect.
right.
Okay.
Court Bloodwin, your second representative.
Is my time started?
Your time starts now.
Wonderful.
All right. Solmera,
Okay,
your
strategically,
time starts now.
if we don't have the blood bag, which is that one, which would have been... No, I mean, if we only can choose two...
And for being the very last choice, you get a bit of extra time. Not that I think you're going to take it.
The one
But your
Mathias
time
grabbed,
starts
I believe,
now.
has beef. I don't know if it has salmon. I know we can make tea. Tea can sate pretty much anybody. Might even cover our grounds on
What did I
vampire,
say?
just depending on
All
what
right.
we
All
make.
right.
You'll
Before
notice
we move on,
there are two extra bags. Before we move on,
What
there are
those
two
for
extra
now?
bags. These no longer exist. You all passed this up,
Light.
so everything left in these bags no longer exists. I hope you're happy with your choices.
I'm happy with
All right.
Mathias's, because if he got the wrong one, then I'm
does each court know which table
in
belongs
deep
to them?
shit. Can't say I do.
No.
It is in the same order as you sit.
Ah, so this one is ours.
This table is your banquet table. We will soon be moving to the culinary classroom, where using the ingredients you have gained, and no permitted ingredients from any outside sources or that you may have brought in, you will create a banquet spread for your guest list. It is important that you ensure that each guest has as many options to choose from as possible. And with it, and you will be bringing everything back and placing it on these tables. You will have a limited amount of time to do this. Let's establish some ground rules before we continue. Trades between courts are permitted. You're allowed to trade food. You're allowed to give each other food. But you don't have to. Once the time stops, anything that isn't on the table will not be counted into the final judgment. Foods that align with your guest's favorite foods will gain you more points in this competition. And, well, of course, any food that any guest can eat will give you points. Are there any questions before we move to the culinary classroom?
So tea is our best bet first. And focus on beef, which I believe the fell folks shouldn't have any issue with. Demons shouldn't have any
How
issue.
many dishes are we expected to make?
As many as you can fit on the table.
Mm.
There is no limit on dishes, only limit on what you can fit. There's
After
also
all, it
no
is a
bare
banquet.
minimum. Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough about culinary to
Keep
actually
in mind
say.
that during banquets, you will be given
Why
a
would
guest
I
list
ever
of
be taught how to
nobles,
cook?
but there will be other people in attendance. So it is important to make a large abundance of food.
Any other questions? Clarifications? Needs for repeat? Very well. Then let's move over to the culinary classroom. Cass, I really need you to lead the way.
Whilst you don't know where my class is.
I do! Just the path to it is a different story.
Everyone pull out your umbrellas, vampires.
Apologies.
It was funny just being able to walk in front of absolutely everybody. I don't want to be rude and just storm ahead, but stop walking so slow.
Alright. You do not have to stick to specific spots, though please remember that allergy-safe and celiac-safe foods should be prepared separately from other foods.
All stations have already been sanitized, but if you are going to provide a celiac-friendly option, do use a different station to prepare it.
Interesting, if you are going to.
There will be a timer set up here. This will reset, of course. You will be given 20 minutes in separate groups to plan your menu and begin preparing. During this, conversation between different groups, moving around is fully permitted, as within these 20 minutes, well, the food does have to end up on the table once the timer runs out. There's no any extra bringing food to the table. It's done. Does anybody, last chance to ask questions before everybody splits up into groups? Where's the bell? Did I not put the bell down?
No.
Ah,
Do you need a bell?
I would like a bell.
Do you
Do you need a
carry a
crank?
bell with you?
Maybe.
I like that.
You're welcome to split up into groups, open, closed, not closed, between courts, not between courts, though remember the points are going to be ascribed based on court. You're welcome to create groups now. Your timer starts when, well, your time starts when I ring the bell. You will have 20 minutes. Everyone
That's
ready?
descriptive.
Yes.
Then please make your groups.
Yes, chef.
All right. What ingredients were procured?
Well, I have tea. I don't know for certain what Mathias grabbed. Yes, it's the one I thought he grabbed. Perfect. Okay, our guest list is Lord Bob Billiere. It's a vampire. His favorite food is chocolate. I think we're unfortunately out of luck there, no?
That
Yes.
we
Coffee
are.
beans?
Potentially. We have Lady Emerith Crystal. She's a sea monster. Her favorite food is tea, which is why I grabbed the tea bag, mainly because also everyone can have tea if I'm not mistaken.
Not everybody. Vampires can only have a very specific type.
What a good thing we have blood then.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, Lady Crystal is a celiac. We also have Lord Max Tamani. He is a demon. His favorite food is beef, which is why I was glad Mathias grabbed the one I thought he did. And then we have Lady Parsley Toads Creek. She's a fellfolk. Her favorite food is salmon. No dietary restrictions.
Well,
So-
for celiac at least, it just means we have to prepare something without gluten. So no bread.
Well, that's good because we have tea. We have... no. I was going to say the beef and the salmon, but obviously not salmon for a sea monster, and they can't have meat, is that correct?
Sea monsters cannot have meat. No, they are strictly vegetarian.
Mm-hmm. Very well. So, I'm at the unfortunate crossroads. If that's where my knowledge caps out. I know enough to strategize. I am not a chef. This is outside of my major wheelhouse. I know enough to direct that. I think we need to have something with beef, something with salmon. Prep the tea. Salmon should cover at least the demons and the fellfolk. Beef will cover demons and fellfolk. The tea will cover everybody if we can cover at least the vampires with our blood tea. I think we don't have sugar, do we? No, we do. We could make a baked good if we have enough there. Do we have milk? No, we do not have milk. Mathias, you don't produce it anymore, do you?
No, I do not.
Please stop suggesting that Mathias lactates.
So baked good. Well, do all baked goods require milk?
Not all of them, I believe.
So we could do something there. That's the wrong book.
The only thing is I don't believe we have any fruit.
We can't bring in outside food, but if you can make that, then yeah. Mathias, start
Honey
on the.
pancakes would require.
That's from outside, right? I don't want to mix
Indeed.
anything here.
At the very
Stop
least.
grabbing it. Let me taste. Do we have... Okay. Do you know how to make tea?
I do.
Do you want to get started on that? Mathias, can you get started on
Indeed.
making those honey pancakes?
Well, at the very least for the salmon too. I believe a salmon roll will suffice.
Sure.
Batter requires milk.
The honey pancakes?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So what can we make without milk? We have sugar, we have wheat, barley, rice stuff, I think. Bowls. Got every type of meat, variety of vegetables. It's just a matter of our teas. Any other bright ideas?
Correct me if I'm wrong, the celiac is the member of Court Cerulean, correct?
Yes. So we need a vegetable-based dish for them that doesn't have any...
No rice, no wheat, nothing of the sort.
Indeed.
Well, we have salmon rolls, so that's the fillfolk down.
That's quick. If you want to hold on to them, you're welcome to.
All right. In that case...
I am judging you. This is your major, so I'm hoping you know how to prep the food. This would be your job.
I've only been in 2
Unfortunately,
classes.
That's not
unfortunately
good.
that we do not have cherry blossoms. We would have been able to make a cherry blossom roll.
So what do you need to get started on the tea? Because I don't... Mathias, do you know how to make it?
I would need a teapot.
Is one not
Is there no
provided?
teapot? I don't
Does
see
culinary
one.
class not have?
I'll
tea
bring it
break?
forward to the professors. I believe that it's potentially something that we need. If they're going to give us a tea bag, or a tea backpack. Give me a moment to go speak with the professors and then make another little brokerage. You wanted cherry blossom? Is there any other things that we could potentially need?
Well, at the very least, we would, if we wanted to really get an advantage and make some sort of sweets like honey pancakes, I would suggest getting some milk.
Right. Fortunately, the one I'm brokering a deal with doesn't have milk either. I'm going
I
to
see.
speak with the professors briefly. Excuse me, but brief question. We were... So a backpack of tea was provided, but it doesn't seem that the classroom has teapots.
Oh,
no.
you're welcome to make them. I can provide materials.
I see.
What do you need?
I have no clue. Tea is not my expertise. It's more Celica's game.
All right. Yes, a teapot can be provided. I'll
Wonderful.
bring one over. Go right back ahead, and I'll bring
Thank
the
you.
teapot.
Okay, we have a teapot on the way, but trying to figure out what they have. Do we have anything else that we would need that I can trade away our rice for? I mean, if we have a celiac, then I don't see the point in keeping it. We have everything else in the world.
Indeed. Mixed salad.
Excuse me.
We can make a
I just had a
salad.
quick question.
Indeed.
Can vampires eat the grandma's strawberry cake?
It's a very good question. I don't need enough sweets to answer that. Mathias, Celica, do you guys have any?
If it can be placed on the ground, we can eat it. Like the cakes.
If it's, let's just say it was a farm and charm dish, is that a placeable
What does
one?
that even begin to mean?
I think Mathias knows what I mean.
So you know
Yes,
whatever
I
a farm and charm dish. What does that even begin to imply? But you...
It's
Do you have
it's
milk?
A recipe book. Do I? I'll go check.
Thank you. And if you have any... Yes, milk, that would be great.
What kind of cake was it?
The grandma's strawberry cake.
Oh yeah, we can eat that.
Oh, okay, good. Milk and
Milk.
milk. Okay, I'll go check.
I believe we may need blaze powder for the teapot. I'm going to ask the professor if we can use some from my own stash.
Sure. Any ideas yet, Mathias?
Oh, for the tea.
No, not for the tea. For the everything
Oh.
else we need to make. We need a beef dish. We need a... We have the salmon rolls, but if we have any other salmon dishes we can come up with, that would be grand. And otherwise...
Milk has arrived. Here you go.
Milk has
There's
arrived.
only one.
Thank you.
but-
Is there any way we can separate the milk? Like, get more milk for our milk?
No.
Light. I'll be
It's
back.
just
Still catering it. I have the rice here. If you need more, let me know, but we're leaving our options open. Thank you.
Milk.
Tea is
Okay,
in
hold on. Let me.
progress.
I was looking to trade for beetroot, but I'm
Hmm.
looking for milk now. If we have milk, let me see.
If we get another thing of milk, I have this one, but we also...
Okay, we don't have
Guys,
milk.
they're on. No worries.
Is there anything else you guys need?
No, they gave us milk, so whatever they're asking for, it's a fair return. You wanted beetroot?
Oh.
Yes.
Give Silas my
you.
thanks again.
Will do. Good luck.
Of course. You too.
I forgot what crit we're part of for a second.
Okay, we have milk, so honey pancakes, that's you.
Go right ahead. We can also make a salad for the celiac.
Sure. Let's make sure we do it on the station back here, just to make sure they're separate. What do you need for that?
course.
We have cabbage,
Crafting
corn...
table. I already have the
Wonderful.
cabbage, tomato, and beetroot.
Wonderful.
I just need a crafting table.
I have one.
We're just about halfway through. I have a quicker one.
Thank you. So then that is the celiac. Celiac. That kind of sounds like Celica.
I noted that. I brought up that when Ribden said celiac, you gotta look.
Well,
So I'll be making
I am
the honey
Celica, not a
pancakes.
celiac.
Well, you see the similarity. I'm moving the tea stuff to our first bag. Hello. Our first bag, just so we can use the other bag to stash our food. Bring it over all one fell swoop.
I see.
I don't have room to put the dried black tea. The beetroot.
Do you want me to make it bigger?
No, keep it whatever size.
All right.
It's fine.
So we have the salad, the salmon, and some black tea. But just for brevity's sake, I'll make
Do you
more.
happen to have sugar I could steal?
Yeah.
We need the sugar.
Unfortunately, not spare. We need it for what we're preparing.
Okay, that's
But-
fine.
Apologies. We also need to make more than just one because it's a banquet. I believe that the mention was we would be feeding a great many.
I see.
So whatever we
that
can make in
case-
bulk.
Oh, we don't have the sweet berries.
That is unfortunate.
You think they'll accept the other pancakes?
I'm sure. As long as it's a baked good, I mean, that covers something on the table. From what I remember at home when preparing banquets or the like, it's a matter of making the table look full. It will appeal to someone's taste. And that's ultimately what will matter versus everything needs to be perfect. It will appeal, and it fills up space at the table. It makes you feel grand. If that makes any sort of sense.
Yeah.
So if we have some sort of baked good filling space at the table, it makes us look better.
No eggs?
Unless I lay one, no.
Ooh. Do you want to trade eggs with somebody?
I can look around. Excuse me, does your group by chance have
these two.
eggs?
Yes, do you have
we-
buckets or a single bucket we can have?
Let's see. Not at the moment, but I believe we can get you one.
All right. But yes, how many eggs do you need?
As many as you're willing to provide.
We can do 6.
Sure.
What about onions?
Oh,
Do you
what are
think we should trade?
Thank you. I'll be back in a moment.
Mhm.
We need
One is
to
cocoa and one is
source-
coffee, Mathias.
I brought in the eggs. We need a bucket. Do you have the...
I have the milk.
I found sugar.
I
Yes,
have a
I'm sure if you
bucket.
need it.
Oh, wonderful. Is this from the supplies, though? Or is that just a general bucket?
That was from the supplies. It was for a water bucket. I used
Wonderful.
it for the tea.
You're at... about 6.5 minutes left. Currently...
How's it
Going
going?
to take this water
Well,
bucket.
it's interesting working within the circumstances, and it's bringing out old memories of me having to
What did you
direct.
choose?
We chose
That's
the
right, you
tea
did
bag and one
choose
of
the
the
dr-
generals.
Yes, each group did choose a general use, which I expected.
Yes. Well, it would be quite unwise unless one wanted to utilize a monopoly.
Correct.
It's all
And you definitely did acquire a Monopoly. That was the only bag with tea in it.
I noticed. I got scared that someone else is going to take it. Are we free to make an anvil? Is that fine?
Yes,
within
of
the
course.
bounds? Wonderful.
Yes.
Sure.
Iron is a healthy part of the diet.
You're not putting the food on the anvil, are you?
You don't worry where my food goes. Actually, you are the culinary. Maybe you do.
Yes, that's
It's
the
not going to go
exact
much
thing-
there.
Oh,
It's
We
a
don't have
special
cocoa beans or sweet
utility.
berries.
okay.
All right.
Well,
I'll check in.
Well.
See if...
They seem to be.
Am I correct? The blood, we just have to rework on an anvil to make it the tea?
Yes.
Mathias, I have a job for you.
Well, he would have to know the name for it.
Mathias, do you know the name for it?
Name of what?
The tea? Celica, do you know the name for it?
Silver rose tea.
I shall make it. Mathias, you really got to make yourself useful here, man. This is your major. Okay, so that doesn't seem to... Silver rose tea?
Oh, silver rose tea cup.
Ah. Aha. We just got sweet berries. We have sweet berries now, so does that
We do
mean
have
we
potatoes.
are
Okay.
able to make the... Perfect, I believe he's on that. A bucket. Alright, if I can open this bag. We're not making any more mixed salad or salmon rolls, am I correct?
I used what we had for that.
I see. I'm going to make a quick run over to the class and deposit these. Because I believe that it's within this 20-minute time that we have to.
Oh, goodness.
So, in addition to that, we have the other teacups, of course. And we're going to have honey pancakes. Is there anything else we can form? Is there any meat-based dish? With the beef,
I'm currently
too?
making steak and potatoes.
Wonderful.
Hello, I interrupt once again. Do you guys have onions? Spare onions?
Yes.
Onion, steak, baked
Thank
potato.
you.
It's unfortunately that we need so much food, but we have so little time. Since when did
Indeed.
I have eggs in my inventory?
That might have been from me by accident.
Where did the meals go?
Katarina is asking, you are not just limited to eating cake. No, it may not be preferable, but if a dish is served on a table a certain way, is it edible to you? I don't
Where?
eat enough sweets to answer that.
Your Highness, did you happen to take the sushi meals that I made?
The salmon rolls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you acquire the sweet berries?
Yes, I put them in the backpack.
Yes, there's 4 of them in there.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone have an answer to Katarina's question? I do not eat sweets. It may not be preferable, but if a dish is served on a table a certain way, is it edible to you? You are not just limited to eating cake, no?
I believe we can eat it.
Mathias says he believes we can eat it. I don't eat enough sweets to be certain. Alright, I've got us on some base plating already, so we're good on that front. So even if we don't get another run back over, but...
Sorry, where are we plating?
Yeah, we have a less than a minute, so wrap it. You take my blood and put it in a bottle. Oh.
Where are the other bowls?
Where are the other bottles? Does anyone have bottles?
Glass bottles?
Perfect. I need those that you just grabbed.
Apologies.
I did ask. Oh.
You know, sure. If usually just directly
I'll look away. I'll look away.
grab one of them.
Oh wait, he
We just do not have time, actually. We gotta go. I don't think we even have time to go. Yeah,
There we
no.
go.
Yeah, we're out of time. Yeah, we gotta... Apologies. I do not usually just take blood from people directly into a bottle. And we're out of time, unfortunately, anyways.
Have till...
Oh.
Go, go, go.
You walk a little slower? Please? Hustle, Mathias. I've seen you run. Like the wind, boy.
Ooh-ha, ooh-ha.
Yeah, do your running noises. Whatever helps. Yeah, look at you go.
Where do I place it?
If you have any extra, go ahead.
Any certain order?
Honestly, just wherever. Everywhere should have a spot for it. Here, move it. Here. Or here, actually. My fault. Bleeding. This, I think he's good. Yeah. Best we're gonna get. We at least have a near full table, nothing gigantic like the others have baked goods, but we have a beef dish that sates demons, we have a salmon roll that sates fell folk, nothing chocolate, but we have sweets that'll at least sate our vampire, as well as the tea, which sates the sea monsters, and they also have mixed salads. I think we did pretty solid overall. I would ask homework of you to perhaps expand your food repertoire. If we have to do something like this again, at least in class, I want to see you. I want to see that mind going.
All right.
Will do.
All right.
Hooray, is it-
Time is up. Leave me alone.
Now.
Kindly. All right. We're going. Well,
Let's go
we're going
down
to go
left to
down the
right.
all right.
Where's your
make-
guest book?
Here you are.
All right. Guest list 2. This was. All right. The guest list. We're going to announce them because some of these names we are very proud of. Some are serious, some are not. We're starting with Lord Bob Bildier. They are a vampire whose favorite food is chocolate, without a dietary restriction. Then we have
I can save that actually.
Lady Amarith Crystal, sea monster. Favorite food is tea, and they are a celiac. For those who don't know, that means they cannot have gluten. Then we have Lord Max Tomany. Origin is demon. Favorite food is beef. No dietary restriction. Then Lady Parsley Toads Creek, which is a fell folk whose favorite food is salmon. Also no dietary restriction. All right.
Would the representative please, well,
Guide us
please tell-
through.
Yes.
Of course. So to start, I took it from the stance of a vampire event, in which I believe the respect is to the other courts first, so we didn't prepare any chocolate-based dish or prioritize finding chocolate, as our priority was making the other origins comfortable first. Nonetheless, we for ourselves prepped the teas and a few baked goods. I'm not sure if we can have these. Unfortunately, I'm a bit out of my depth when it comes to baked goods. As for Lady Crystal, our sea monster in attendance, we made sure that we prepared a variety of teas for her to enjoy, as well as the mixed salads. Of course, for our demon in attendance, we have the steak and potatoes, as well as the teas should they wish to partake. They, of course, have the salads as well. And then for the fell folk, we prepared the salmon rolls in specific to cater to that taste, as well as, of course, everything else. Again, our focus was on making sure everyone was comfortable and their needs were met, in addition to having a variety of foods to pick from.
Is anything at this table edible for your vampire guest?
Indeed, the tea.
All right.
The
And
rose
the
tea as well as the honey
pancakes.
pancakes.
Of course.
Thank
All
you very
right.
much, then.
Thank you for your notes. The deliberation will happen after the presentations.
Very well.
As
All right.
each of these do have certain points they can get, and we'll have to, well, count.
Of course. All right, Court
Of
Solmera.
course, the rubric, but
Yes.
Give me your guest list and your presentation.
There is that guest list.
All right, first let me read through the guest list because, once again, very proud of these names. All right, we have Lady Eleanor Zylona, a vampire whose favorite food is strawberry. No restrictions. Lord, sorry, is this Corey or Core? I did not write this one.
Core.
Lord Core Malevolent. Origin as a sea monster. Favorite food is kelp. No dietary restriction. Lord Benson Toffee. Demon. Favorite food is chicken. And they are diabetic. And then Lady Ember Rose. A fell folk whose favorite food is lettuce. No dietary restriction. All right, if you would please introduce us to your spread.
Yes, we put a lot of prioritization in having a variety of things while also trying to narrow in on the favorites. To start with our Bloodwing guest, we did ensure that we had strawberry tea available for them to enjoy. There's also apple cider, while not specifically to our taste. I wanted to cover both drinks we have available for all the participants. And then for Cerulean, their mention of enjoying kelp, we ensured that we had kelp rolls available along with other vegetarian-friendly dishes to suit their palate. For Cinderloon, for the chicken preferences, we do have roasted chicken. There's another version of roast chicken, as well as there is just other dishes for them to enjoy that are meat-based. And then to suit for the ones of the Solmera court, they have a preference for lettuce. So there is cabbage rolls down there, but we made them with lettuce rather than cabbage. And it is made to suit their palate and as I'm sure you're aware, we can eat much. We do have the diabetic restriction, so there is not much sweets on display in consideration of that participant.
Thank
All
you very
right.
much.
Next up, I'd like to provide your guest list. All right. First up, we have Lady Janine Duratier, a vampire whose favorite food is strawberry, and their dietary restriction is they are dairy-free. Then we have Lord Serpa Ent. Their origin is sea monster. Their favorite food are beetroots, and they have no dietary restriction. Then Lord Methospell. The origin is demon. Favorite food is rabbit. They have no dietary restriction. Then Lord Ezekiel Marcone. They are felfolk, whose favorite food is raw fish. All right, would you like to guide us through your spread?
Yes, thank you. So with the limited resources we had, we focused on making as many dishes as possible to appeal to everybody and then going from there. So with the with Lady Janine's restriction of being dairy free, we opted to create baked strawberry cakes, which don't contain any dairy, and as you can see, there's quite a lot, so people of other courts can enjoy it as well. And we had quite a lot of rabbit, so we decided to make stuffed rabbit for Court Cinderloon. We have some salmon rolls for the fell folk, and similar to other courts, we prioritize other courts before our own. So for sea monsters, we have a variety of salads. Along for the vampires, we also have some blood as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And last but not least, please hand over your guest list. All right. And the final guest list is Lord Vendico Durate. Not related. Origin is vampire. Favorite food is chocolate. No dietary restriction. Then Lady Jordan Kappa. Their origin is sea monster. Their favorite food is kelp. Then Lady Triss Tonna. Origin is demon. Favorite food is beef. No restriction. Lord Xavier O'Callix. Origin is felfolk. Their favorite food is potatoes, specifically not mashed. And their restriction is they are allergic to raw veggies. All right. Would you like to guide me through your spread?
Yes, so we were very mindful, especially with the idea that we couldn't have raw vegetables near our representative from Court Solmera. So we made sure specifically that we, if anything, any vegetable dishes that had any raw vegetables were placed far away at the table. So we're very mindful to make sure we had our representative from, in this case, Court. I believe. Let me double check. Yes, we have our representative from Court Cerulean sitting here. We prepared a kelp roll, as well as a few small dishes here. Salads. We also prepared some chocolate dishes over here, specifically for representative from Court Bloodwin. So that's why you've got cake, gâteau, as well as some pancakes, which could be shared mutually between both parties at the table. Then, if we move along down the line, we have over here our dishes for the Court Cinderloon member. We've prepared some simple bacon sandwiches and a variety of protein small dishes. And then over here, we have our representative from Court Solmera, specifically with potato dishes, both roasted as well as stuffed and cooked to make sure that it would be appropriate for their diet.
All
Very
right.
well.
Thank you very much. You may step back.
I have to say, I'm extremely impressed with how much everybody, well, paid attention to the restrictions.
I should probably arrange
and
that meeting.
How everyone was quite mindful of what was happening. I would like to know, did any trades go down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Were there any trades that didn't go through? You don't have to tell me what they were, but I'm curious if anyone held out. No. All right. Well, we are going to take a few minutes to deliberate on scoring. You may.
I would like to suggest, because we do need to count the points, I would suggest that we display the points for tomorrow on a board over there. Both, well, the scoring for this and the amount of points earned for this competition, just so we can have time to properly deliberate without worrying too much and avoid mistakes.
That is a good point. All right. We are going to dismiss everyone. If you need to speak to either of us, do it in the next few minutes, as we are going to begin deliberating immediately after everyone leaves. But other than that, you are all dismissed.
Yes?
Professor, should we turn in our homework to you now or after you're done discussing?
Yeah. Please turn. Oh, right. For the homework, please. Anyone who has not put their homework in my mailbox, please turn it into me now. Is there an empty chest anywhere that I can use? Excuse me?
How do I excuse this? Hold on.
Just use this backpack.
You know what? Sure. Please put it into this backpack.
It's the blood backpack that no one took.
It still has blood in it.
I don't have room for all that.
I shall not do that. I'm going to make a chest.
While I still have you all here, I must say, I don't know if you just didn't notice, but there was one bottle of magical blood in that bag. So, maybe you missed out, maybe you didn't. It might reflect in the scores. We'll see.
Please take it, please take it, please take it, please take it, please take it.
Would you like us to put the ingredients backpacks back in over there?
Yes, please place them back.
Where you found them. Just in that corner. And if you left them in the culinary class, you may just leave them there. I will collect them later.
Very well.
Alright, I'm going to place down the chest up at the front of the class. Please leave your homework there. I will be checking it this weekend. If you have any questions regarding how it went or your grading, please speak to me directly starting Monday. And with that, class is dismissed. Thank you for attending. You all did wonderfully. I can say that right.
Yes, I can assure you no one did poorly. Not a single one.
Right, thank you very much. I'm going to leave the chest for the homework.
Okay, we're gonna make a quick run over to Kingdom Building. Just to grab...
Right.
You saw my missive, correct?
I am about to read through the missives because I
Very well.
received several.
I will be back in a moment.
Daphne's home.
No one saw that? No aura loss. Why am I saying aura loss? I'm stressed. Okay, so I have to bring up vampire food because for some reason Celic's on my ass about it. I mean, it's a 20-minute competition. Realistically, in a true setting. Because I believe the point of this, the purpose is... I mean, okay, we have 20 minutes, limited ingredients, and very specific palettes. I don't know any banquet that I've ever had to prep for. I'm sure maybe I'm just not on the food side of it, but I don't think any banquet has ever come with a food preference. I mean, I guess like real upper nobles, maybe that's been on the request or like knowledge base. But I mean, in a real setting, that's not gonna happen. That's just not anything that would ever happen. I know, because it hasn't. So let's see, what were questions? Okay, I'm gonna have to scratch my memory for this. It was something about mobility between classes? Is that so? Is that right? And then it was like something about owing. What do they owe to each other? So, one, what do they owe to each other? The members of Bloodwin owe each other nothing but respect. It is the bright and vibrant thread that runs through the entirety of our court's populace, sure. So then, what do they owe to each other? I mean, it's just they owe each other respect. It is expected that all classes are treated with equal honor and... It's another word for respect. Respect. And it's just with equal respect and honor. Only additional... It is expected that all classes are treated with equal respect and honor. The only, I suppose, that will change one's respect is their own action, or in minimal, no, or in some cases, their own action, family name, family legacy, or title. Sure, that works. What's the timeline right now? I am in my kingdom building house, searching the manor for my royal code notebook. Unfortunately, I recently moved, so it's a little difficult. So 2, that was the one about like mobility between social classes. It is a bit difficult to pinpoint the mobility between social classes, as it's a concept that I would think Bloodwin lacks. The only differentiation between members of the public is title. Title. For example, this title. Because of our unique physiology, physiology. First word I can't really spell. Physiology, I hope that's right. Right? Yeah? Okay. Physiology, our needs are infamously minimal. This has allowed our court to... It's allowed Bloodwin to historically be much more financially well off, including every member of our populace. Thus, the only mobility to go on is based on rule within the capital. Our citizens' usual path to becoming a member of the upper court is through either knighthood or service as a de corte, or in rarer cases, becoming a de corte. Right? Yeah. We keep a vast fleet of knights, and de cortes are easiest to train. Right? I mean, that's the truth of it. Thus they are easier to elevate you. Mobility from there relies on family. Well, you may not rise within your life. Your child may. Generation by generation, a family name will rise in trust, respect, trust and honor. And chances, rise in trust and honor. This leads to, chances are from there, one has better opportunities within the court presented. Good enough. Okay. RC homework. Very well. Hopefully it's not been 10. Up around the tree. Can I, like, get a path up here? It's a little demented. Like, Felfolk dorm would have been perfect for us. I could just jump out, take off, and fly halfway across the school before you even blink. Giving us this one means I have to wind my way up a hill. It's difficult. Wonderful. Who's still here? Interesting. Okay, she said, just let me know when you are ready. No, because I have to kind of be frank here. I am ready whenever you are. I need my outside time. Could we meet at the botany club? So, I guess address Celica's concern, which I think is minimal, but I'll at least float it. And then get her to sign on with the exile. That's about where that's landed. Review it. Let's review. So this document, signed by the head heir to each of Everthorn Academy's 4 courts, stands to exile Violet Vendetto from the student body as of today, whatever date that we all get to sign it finally. Or whatever date it gets released, I suppose. Vendetto has escaped from Academy ruling by carefully interweaving deceit and skidding just under the bounds of defined law. On multiple occasions, Vendetto has scorned each court and made a mockery of the Crown's ideals. This exile shall dictate Vendetto's removal and trespass from any student-led grounds, including all dorms, all kingdom-building locations, any student-run event, and any student-run club. Any allowance of Vendetto to these activities by a student will be punished by their respective court in violation of this decision. As Vendetto is not expelled or suspended from Everthorn Academy, she is of course still required and expected to attend classes, allowed to attend any professor-led and or Academy-arranged event or club, and permitted on the main Academy grounds. It is not our say as students to elevate punishment to this level, yes. We have all been selected to attend Everthorn Academy to represent the best of our courts. The goal of this declaration is to not only stop the rash and petty actions of Violet Vendetto, but to illustrate an intolerance to this behavior. Let us all compete fairly, honestly, and truthfully. That should cover us. Can I fix the formatting? Maybe look a little better. Maybe like a liner along the top. Could look good. Good bold. Aha. People trust it if it's bolded. Do they? I don't know. Kind of made that up on the spot. That works with me. Wonderful. As she shows up. Wow.
Greetings.
Greetings. Who are you?
Stressed out. I get with assimilation that they are trying to teach us through that, but if you're preparing a banquet 20 minutes in advance,
Precisely.
you're a terrible hostess in general. I pride myself on being a good hostess. 20 minutes is abysmal.
I'll make us a space roll momentarily. No, Celica had some concerns over, I guess, the vampire end of things. I tried to dissuade these just as, again, I mean, it's 20 minutes.
Narrator.
Yeah,
Narrator.
we certainly
Off.
did try. The vampire in
Indeed.
our book liked strawberries, and so we are going to do strawberry cake, and we made sure I grabbed everything I needed for it, except for the milk. And we couldn't get it traded.
I did
And
try
so
to
then
get
we were looking.
the...
It's
we
why
got,
I sent you the missives. And
we attempted
just,
to, when we got milk for our end, I tried to see if there was any way we could like have it or split it off and hand over some to you, but unfortunately we didn't have a route to.
I had to chug honey bottles. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
I can see Lady Celica's dismay on it. Because the drinks on the table, no one should drink those drinks. Those are honey that I chugged and then put tea in.
Interesting.
Yes, it's honey. I like honey, maybe not in such large quantities.
Understandable.
Yes, I apologize for any offense, the panic of it.
Take none.
Even we had nothing for Bloodwind. It's why I had the very odd request for you to take my blood, because I was like, if we're not going to have anything, we can do this.
Yeah, no,
I did want to offer hosting a banquet for Solmera and Bloodwind specifically, to properly be a hostess, since our display at Royal Code was less than.
I wouldn't worry about it, but I will never turn down a banquet. Give me a moment. Yeah, no, she brought up the concern that, oh, we can't drink strawberry tea, to which I brought up, I mean, correct, but, I mean, what do you expect them to do? She had the concern that, would I let this slide at an official event? Which, I don't know how to tell her that this is only within 20 minutes. I could see the concern from perhaps a standpoint of, I suppose, 20 minutes puts you on the burner. I mean, it will show you work under stress, but I would hope that, again, as you said, a host isn't preparing 20 minutes in advance and with minimal
And if they
ingredients.
are preparing 20 minutes in advance, they are not restricted to a few items in a backpack. They will
Precisely.
use everything at their disposal. And we were even forbidden from, that's why I had to ask you for a bucket. We were forbidden from using our own buckets. We had a sink full of water and we weren't allowed to use it because we didn't have a bucket.
We were given, so one of the bags we selected was the bag full of tea ingredients. We didn't have a teapot. I think it delayed us by about a minute because I had to go up, ask for a teapot, and then they had to procure one.
Yes, I know I served tea. Yes, we served very low quality tea too on the table. It was not even fancy tea. It was cold water. Well, I guess it wasn't cold. It was on the stove. It was warm water with sugar in it. Horrible. Don't want my name placed on that banquet spread, in all honesty.
The joys of Royal Code. So, with that out of the way, I can at least tell Celica I addressed it. She was pushing.
Well, is she not aware that we have favorable bonds?
She said, I'm aware of the alliance, or the, rough alliance we have with Somera, but this should be a teaching moment for them.
She wants to forgive me, I'm probably one of the best banquet hostesses there is. I was raised to host events. This is
Uh-huh.
not a normal event.
You know, if it's not too large an ask and it doesn't put any shame on your name, if you want to privately apologize to her at some point, it would probably
I
get
suppose
her.
I can, but if she gets sassy with me, because I feel like she does say things out of line, I
Certainly.
will be
I
replying. Especially if I'm going with the intentions of apologizing. If she bites back at me and acts better than me, I'm going to put her in her place. I hope you understand that.
I'll let you do as you think is best. If you want to suit that over, or I can relay what you've said.
I can certainly apologize to her and then mention how I'm going to put together a proper banquet.
That may help.
But I don't tolerate sass.
I don't blame you. I suppose reason I was actually planning to meet before she, I suppose, added a point onto the docket. I got to meet with the headmaster yesterday regarding Violet and her situation again. I presented Vicky. Almost went horribly, horribly wrong. I wasn't planning to lead with Vicky because I didn't want to put her in any danger. I didn't want to walk into a meeting and say, hey, here's the person that you've framed. And so we had Lord Felix, the only person on that on the grounds that I could at least reach, that I could trust. And I had him guarding Vicky outside, who was under the effects of an invisibility potion. Now, the idea I relayed to them was, once I had given them the cue, then to send Vicky in once I was able to actually start the meeting and discuss. Instead, we sat down, and roughly 20 seconds later, the headmaster pauses us and says, someone just entered my office. Someone's invisible. Stood up, and it almost went very badly. I do not know why she went in early, but no, we were able to get things sorted. Not any, I guess, true punishment. I mean, affirmation that Violet acts out again, she will be gone, but for the most part, I think any favoritism is dissolved because, of course, now it's a trickier situation. But I was given the same permission I've already had, which is to punish my students as I see fit. And I've thrown together something that I believe is within my rights as a student and head heir to punish in my own right, and it's something that I want the head heirs all to sign off on.
I see.
Would you like to read it, or do you want me to?
I can read it. I like to see eyes on things.
Sure.
This document has been signed by the head heir of each of Everthorn Academy's 4 courts, stands to exile Violet Vendetto from the student body as of April. Vendetto has escaped from Academy ruling by carefully interweaving deceit and skating just under the bounds of the defined law. On multiple occasions, Vendetto has scorned each court and made a mockery of the Crown's ideals. This exile shall dictate Vendetto's removal and trespass from any student-led grounds, including all dorms, all kingdom building locations, and all student-run events and any student-run club. Any allowances of Vendetto to these activities by a student will be perished by their respective courts in violation to this decision. As Vendetto is not expelled or suspended from Everthorn Academy, still a course is required and expected to attend classes, allowed to attend any professor-led or academy-arranged event or club, and permitted on the main academy grounds. It is not our say as students to elevate punishment to this level. We have all been selected to attend Everthorn Academy to represent the best of our courts. The goal of this declaration is to not only stop the rash and petty actions of Violet Vendetto, but to illustrate the intolerance to this behavior. Let us all compete fairly, honestly, and truthfully. If they are going to sign this, the other courts are going to want what she has done.
Of course, that's why I have this book. Against Bloodwind, she has attacked her reputation, of course. Deliberate point loss, she has confessed to the headmaster that she is trying to lose us points. She, of course, framed Vicky. There was the forgery with Helios, breaking and entering into at least my room. I know she has gone against her own court's laws and vandalism. Against you, there was obviously the attempted duel after scorning Luciala. Breaking and entering, she has freely entered into your dorms and apparently brags about it. And of course, what you had mentioned that I don't have documented here. I'm not going to bring it up to the other courts. Against Cinderloon, she has attempted to abuse demon contracts to force my hand into making her a Viscountess. Vandalism, breaking and entering, forgery to slander Cinderloon. Against Cerulean, breaking and entering. It is also, with that document, the intention that, again, it's setting precedents, it's setting an intolerance. Us signing it all here is establishing something we can do. If any of our courts have someone that is in the same line as Violet, then we all have a expectation. We all know that we can come together and take care of the student. If, of course, Everthorn doesn't.
Good. I just don't want them to try to act as a savior complex towards her, and
certainly,
if all the other courts are exiling her to an extent, I can see someone with a kinder heart wouldn't be against it. So I think, yeah, listing out what she has done and perhaps explaining. I assume all the court head heirs should be aware of Bloodwind laws. But I suppose they also might not. But I approve of this. If she won't be exiled from school grounds entirely, I accept her being exiled from academy things hosted by the students.
My hopes is either this at least gets her out of our hair. I mean, it either she has no access to do anything, or, of course, pushed into a corner, she acts out again, and the academy's actually able to push for expulsion.
For the... is it possible for me to also have a copy of the things Violet has done? I won't...
yes, if you have a spare book and quill.
Yes, because one of my court ladies, Lady Luciala, is especially close to her. And I'm sure when she learns I've signed something of this nature, she is going to have some upsetness about it towards me. And so I just want to have knowledge of everything she has done.
Of course.
Because ultimately she is rational, and even if she doesn't like my decision, she'll stand by it. Thank you.
I do also have... Let's see, is it... No, it's not this one. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. This is a coffer that the demons found, labeled Violet's Things.
Yes, I believe you showed me this in the library.
Ah, perfect, okay. I don't need to go back over it then. I need to sleep more. Very well, that is, I think, everything I wished to cover. Now it's just a matter of getting a hold of the High Chancellor or Crown Duchess and getting their signatures. Once it's signed off on by everybody, I'll get a copy, hopefully in every student's hands.
I spoke to the Crown Duchess, not on anything formally. I ran into each other at the horse stables, but I don't know if she's out and about today, but I know I saw her the other day. And the High Chancellor, for that matter. He was running around shirtless around the academy.
Doesn't seem out of character for him, but...
Well, so, my impression of him is you also seem to find him confident, correct?
Mm-hmm. In the wrong
He-
things, but
He saw us as me and the Crown Duchess were on our horses, and he booked it. And unfortunately,
Fascinating.
on our horse ride, we ran back into him.
not on. You didn't like stampede him, right? Just like saw him.
No, just saw him.
Okay.
But it was questionable, because I don't know. If you're going to wander on campus without your shirt, I feel like you're doing it on purpose and should have confidence to do it, I guess.
Duly noted.
But if don't, it's out of etiquette. But if you're
Not if you
going
rock
to
the
do
look.
it, like have the confidence to do it, and not to make yourself seem odd by seeing two court ladies and sprinting.
I will. That.
Don't walk around campus, shirtless campus.
If shirtless, have confidence. Then don't run from court ladies. I wonder if something's
Perhaps.
the matter with him, because the immediate release book, and then this is the next I hear of him.
And then I already mentioned to you that I wanted to keep under wraps, but him trying to take Lady Daphne's tag log. I don't know. Oh, my court has been a victim of multiple curses in the past week.
Oh, awesome.
It is being kept under wraps because if someone mentions it that shouldn't know about it, that gives a hint on who may have done it, if there's people gossiping. But there is the attempt on Daphne, is her tag log being attempted taken, and then 3 other of my court members have. 2 of them have verifiable curses. 1 of them, it doesn't show up as a curse when they're using that Book of Shadows. However, I refuse to believe all magic and curses are recorded into one book.
Right.
So, just continue to be wary. Get protection poppets made, if curse protection poppets, if your court doesn't already have them.
Indeed. Well then.
Well, if I were to host a banquet, any desires for it?
It's taking everything in my power to drop the running around shirtless bit, but...
Well, it can be in an underground cavern with a lake, so it's justifiable to be shirtless.
Duly noted. Time and a place.
It is a time and a place,
It is
yes.
okay if you are underground near water.
If you're with the intention of swimming, I was gonna say a beach party, but I know
With
the sun.
intention of swimming.
Yes, time and a place for certain
No
attires.
need to act on intention. Keeping a notebook's handy.
Perhaps share those notes with Lady Celica and get her thoughts.
I don't think it would be a good idea to have her run around shirtless.
No.
But thank you
I
for the
agree.
suggestion.
So a banquet, formal banquet, where we don't have to have Lady Celica shirtless.
Or most people shirtless, preferably.
And then a separate underwater cavern swimming. That it's.
I think perhaps we can just plan a beach party and a banquet. That states the I don't think there is a shirtless desire. I think we're fine shirts on.
You seemed excited to take your shirt off, Prince Ezra.
I'm just noting down important information that perhaps I missed.
Oh yes, it's important that if you're going to be shirtless, do it with confidence. Well, that's
And
anything.
don't run
if
from
you're
court
going...
ladies.
Yes,
Does that
in
apply to
general.
court men? Court lords?
Well, if you
Did you have
see
to run
someone and
from
run away, it
Paxton?
makes you look suspicious. It's not even have to do with shirtless. If you see someone and you sprint away, it makes
Well,
you
yes.
seem suspicious. In the same way, for us, we shouldn't seem doubtful in our decisions. So, running away or not being confident makes if we cannot trust, or at least pretend that we trust our own judgment, how are other people going to trust us?
Indeed.
So if you're going to be shirtless, wear it with confidence. I guess there's a lack of wearing, huh?
So a banquet with clothes and then potentially a beach party.
I kind of like the idea of an underwater. Like perhaps I find a lush cave area.
I think Oh, you know what? There is... Back at the capital, it's up in the more mountainous region, where the actual, like, main keep castle is. You walk a bit, there is a hot spring up there in those mountains. I think it's natural. I wonder if we could get something like that, because then, I mean, as long as it's put together... Keep looking at these bushes. As long as it's put together...
I just hear footsteps to my left.
Oh, I hear them too. I'm getting concerned, because I think the bathroom is through this wall. And honestly, I didn't think that many people went to it.
Don't listen too hard. It is the women's bathroom right beside us.
Mm-hmm.
The men's is to the left of it.
Gotcha. If we put together... I suppose if it's in the mountains, I can potentially put it together. You'd have the water where we'd be safe, and then if you just surround it with, like, trees, then you'd be safe under the coverage of the leaves. That lets us get time in the sun, water, hot spring. It's kind of like a beach party. All demands met, I think.
I could also reuse
Someone
the
is
beach
hooting in the
spot
bathroom.
that... Just what?
I swear I heard someone hooting in the bathroom.
They have to do what they have to do, Prince Ezra. You should not be listening in.
I'm
on
not
a
trying.
woman's
They're
business. You should
hooting
not be
loud enough to
listening
get through
in
bricks.
You cannot be listening in to a woman's private time in the academy bathroom.
Someone just growled. I'm moving seats.
She's having... She might be having a rough time.
I wish her the best of luck.
But I could... The beach spot that I invited you previously, just smaller, but I think it's still enough for 2 courts. I can just plant trees for shade. Are you fine in the sun if you're in the water itself?
I think so.
That's not promising. It is nighttime.
If we wait around for a little bit, I've got a quick way we can find out.
But no, apologies for the lack of formalities in my missives to you, and I feel bad that we did not have much to give you in exchange.
No, it's fine.
Oh, no. We had Lady Luciole. I thought that since we got our guest list last, so we had the last priority, we had the bottom of the barrel of the guest list, that we would get to pick ingredients first, was to my understanding. But no, we were still third. We got the 2 bags we wanted, in all fairness, but I still found that extremely odd.
Yeah, I was lost for the first, like, half of it, I think. Until there was just enough pieces in my hands. Because I thought that I was choosing the guest list for everybody. And so or like something along those lines. I wasn't entirely sure. So I grabbed one that had, I think, the easiest conditions to meet. So I grabbed that, and the next person goes up to pick one, and I realize, okay, I'm lost here.
See, my thing is, we got the last list, but I'm really confused on why it's considered, like, why no one else chose it, because the only dietary restriction was there being a diabetic member. And I feel like that's much easier to meet than allergies. I don't know if anyone had... Yeah, Cinderella had someone with a vegetable allergy.
Oh, yeah, I turned down that one immediately.
I suppose it meant that we couldn't serve an abundance... We would have still served abundance of cakes, because diabetic is... They just have to avoid eating it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Our plan was, like, we had the jars, we had strawberries, we had glowberries, we had... We can't use glowberries for cakes. We had cocoa beans, we had everything we needed for cakes, except for the milk.
Yes, I think the milk should have been included in the general bag. I don't know. I mean, it felt like milk was a hard-to-find commodity. Mathias thankfully grabbed the general bag, and then since we had someone wanting tea, then I just grabbed the backpack with the tea.
And so we had a general bag, and then we had one that specifically had a lot of strawberries in it that we couldn't get to utilize.
I know I turned down one book because it was a vampire with the favorite food of strawberry, and I was a bit that might have been the first one I read because I was confused on
Centerloon
them.
and ours had a vampire that preferred strawberry, so it was one of the books either of us got.
It took me a second originally because I was looking at it and I was like, sucks for them. They can't really have their favorite food, but then there is baked goods, but I don't know. It's perhaps my own bias. I just don't ever really consider the baked goods. Blood is fine enough.
I don't either necessarily. I've been trying to at the academy, because especially I know Lady Marjorie does not represent everybody, but her extreme fondness for cakes has caught my attention. So I try to make sure I have them available at the very least.
I don't know. I think maybe I'm pretentious or snooty, but I feel like there's such a profound depth of flavor that blood has, and the amount of things you can do with it, it's unmatched by anything that anybody else eats, any other court, any other origin. I mean, there's such a rich variety to it, what you can do with just okay. I think blood is good enough, and the baked goods are just... Sweet can be good, there can be too much of a good thing. It's just too strong. It leaves a taste in the mouth, a fond. It's just...
I know Lady Veswin described it as, while you can consume it, it's not always the most easy to consume, I suppose. And the reason why sweets and cakes are better is because they're lighter if they're filled with milk. But
I haven't looked into the science of it. I just know what I can digest.
so if I were to take like a bottle of blood and like dump honey in it,
You drink water, yes? Or milk?
yes. Why are they eating in the bathroom?
That came from this wall. I don't know what's through this wall.
I think it is the study hall?
So, you drink water. Would you drink water if it was thick? Instead of just water?
Okay, so
if
the
it
thickness
was...
is the issue. What if I add sugar?
Would it not still be thick?
No, it dissolves in there. I could do salt, but that does not sound appetizing.
Well, I could see a case.
Oh. Okay. What about lemon? I add lemon to water.
Lemon could be interesting. I might have had that actually once. I don't know. Like I said, there's such a large amount of things you can actually do with blood that I feel like no one recognizes except for us. I don't know. It's a fascinating area of study that I feel like the rest of the courts just don't have any grasp on. Because that's what I commented, I think, with the sea monsters. They just provided bottles of blood. And I feel like that's the standard, but you can do things with it. You can have a range. I mean, what you get the blood from, I mean, what you actually do to process it. I mean, even the bottles you serve it in. The blood tea doesn't take all too much to make, at least the stuff we provided. It's just a matter of putting it in a different serving vessel. I think...
See, with how much we are being told on using things, I feel like using what you need to use. Because I knew how to make the rose tea. I was taught by Lady Veswin. I don't think we would have got permitted to.
We were given
Which
an
is
anvil.
why...
I made an anvil and got permission to use it.
Oh. Well, every
Just
time we
for
asked about
serving.
something, we were getting told no.
Huh.
But that's why when it came down to the wire, it was, well, it's rushed, but if there's absolutely nothing else, the soul's blood. Because I was at my wit's end. I didn't know what else to do.
I'm glad that I don't have experience in the matter of getting the soul's blood into a bottle. I think I had to once, and even that
You
was
do
a
have, I was going to say, you
affair.
do have experience
Yeah,
of
that was a whole thing.
Too nervous to bite me. Had to use a bottle.
I don't want to talk about it. What? Okay, I'm The noises are... I need to investigate. Would you like to join me?
The heartstones, and they're likely not to be near us. They travel an absurd distance.
Still curious who was, like, stepping around back there.
I can step into the ladies' room and inquire if anyone's in there.
Honestly, if there's someone in the... Oh, hey, it's almost morning. Ow.
Okay, I can make a fixture that also goes over the water so people can be in the shade in the water to get in and out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking on. If you put just trees around the water, so there's a bit of overhang where you can get in and get out, and then also water will keep you safe. I think that covers all grounds. Is there supposed to be a random unkept fire back here?
I think it's cerulean. I feel like that has been there for such a terribly long time.
Oh, no, there's seats around it. Okay, it's supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like no one's ever gone in here. Oh, well, there was... Yeah, never mind. There was a whole
There was
thing
a whole
in here.
event.
Well, they completely transformed the place. Yeah, okay, I have no... Who is just running around? Huh. Well, alright then. I won't carry you around on a wild goose chase any further. I think that's everything. Unless you have any other matters.
I don't believe so. Not off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Indeed, unfortunately. No worries. I will let you get to the rest of your business. I will see if I can grab anybody else.
I'm going to speak with Tavali, I believe, and then I can reach out to Lady Celica.
If you want to spare the conversation, I probably am off to talk to her and I can just pass words along. Save you from any potential sass.
I think that means more for me, especially if you were already defending us.
Sure.
For me to speak with her, unless you want me to come with you, and then I can talk to Tavali after, so it's not a
No, I won't
back and
hold you
forth.
from Tavali.
She's been waiting. It's not.
I don't want to keep her waiting
tonight
long.
either
It's
way.
all good. I don't
No, it's-
know where
she's-
Celica is. Hold on. Let me see if she's... That didn't go through. Okay, well. Perhaps another time then.
I see. Okay, I will speak to Lady Tavali, or Loon Tavali. Farewell,
Farewell
then.
then.
Oh, okay.
It's a good candid. Hmm. I don't think they liked my photo. Kind of want to go any other direction.
With the skeletons. So I did go on a
Good
soul
evening.
hunt last night for badges.
Good evening.
Hello.
Honey.
Who keeps sending those off? I do need to talk to demons. Long time no see.
You're backtracking.
Indeed.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Before last night, I was feeling very empty. Even if I had full souls.
There's a man.
Yes.
Two very
No,
attractive
over there.
ones,
There's
actually.
3.
No, over there.
Three very attractive ones, actually.
Oh.
Four.
Don't get an ego. Have you seen the High Chancellor about?
I was talking about you.
No, I have
Huh?
not.
No.
Father?
The High Chancellor? Have you seen him about?
No.
I believe he's asleep right now.
Unfortunate. Well, if you see him around, let me know. Or let him know that I'm looking for him.
Will do.
Very well.
Take care.
You as well.
What is happening to Leonidas' arm? That is not normal. Maybe it is for demons. How would I know? Okay, we're halfway there on signatures for my lovely Book of Wonders. Portal pathway. Let's see. So the High Chancellor's not about a good evening, Crown Duchess. Late. What about Paxton? Good evening. No, wait. I should reach out to... Silas is technically the Crown Duke? Grand Duke? No. Silas is an heir. Good evening. Do you have any idea where the Crown Duchess might be? Where did everybody go? Good evening, Paxton. Do you have any idea where the Crown Duchess might be? Because if they've gone home, that's an issue. I would be willing to hop on a train to get this signed. Given my last experience on a train, I really don't want to hop on a train anytime soon. I also need to find Rosalind. We need more Earth Ichor. We need a lot of things. We need Earth Ichor. We need Curse Protection if that's floating around. Heart. Yeah. Okay. Well. Where did everybody go? Celica's gone. Silas is gone. Everybody is gone. Crown Duchess is absent. My Chancellor's nowhere to be found. Rosalind is nowhere to be found. Mathias might answer this door. Mathias, is Rosalind in there, or Rosalind in there? You fail me. Okay, well... I guess I can go see what needs are at Kingdom Building, but... Here we wait.